Hey there, fellow citizens of the internet. My name is Moses. Thank you for clicking on this video. So, about 7 months ago, I landed at LAX in Los Angeles, where I was coming back from a 2 week trip from Europe, where I was visiting some friends and family. So, here I was at LAX, no plan whatsoever, no budget, no place to go, and just with this huge uncertainty of what it is that I was going to do from there on. So 7 months later, I find myself sitting at a Starbucks writing the script for this very video, and I'm wondering what happened in this previous 7 months. So I choose to call that the power of taking chances, the power of taking the leap. Now, I'm gonna give you a quick backstory to this. So, my last semester of college was here in Los Angeles, and I was coming from the East Coast. So, at the very end of the semester, what I did is I flew back to the East Coast instead of driving, and I deliberately left my car in Los Angeles because I knew that I would have to come back to it. So, in a nutshell, I created a situation that forced me to stay here once I got back to Los Angeles. Now, the takeaway here is that I set a goal and I took specific steps to make sure that that goal is achieved. It is undeniably evident that that goal that I set really put me in a place where I had to take certain risks. Now, sometimes you do have to take these kinds of risks in life because even if you fail, there is an array of lessons to be learned within that failure itself. Now, taking a leap or a chance or a risk almost always comes with some uncomfortable changes. And for me, one of those changes was having to sleep on my friends' couches and sleep on some really uncomfortable spots, having to sleep in my own car for a week and a half or so, and just having to find different ways to make income, such as through Lyft and Uber and other side hustles. So then a question for you then would be, what are some uncomfortable things that you can do that can get you closer to your goal? So why is it then that I chose to go through this change? The simplest answer is that I wanted to grow. Now, granted, I had just graduated from college at the time and I really wasn't sure what it is that I wanted to do. And to be honest, I still don't. However, I found myself really content with how my life was starting to unfold, which is a really good thing. But it just felt like I was really comfortable. And that contentment was coming at a cost of personal growth. Needless to say, some of the decisions that we make in order to grow come with some rather uncomfortable consequences. For me, some of those consequences meant that I would have to step away from some of my friends and some of my family. Now, I am really thankful that I have strong relationships back home because without those strong relationships, this transition would not have been as easy as it was. Now, the greatest challenge for most people, I know that it was certainly for me, it was the fear of failure. And for me personally, I was afraid that if I failed, I would have to go back home with my head hanging low and full of disappointment. This fear is naturally the fear that keeps us from dangerous stuff. And if you take into account our biological ancestry, it would make sense to stay away from lions and other predators. So that fear has its value, yet that same fear can keep us away from opportunities of a lifetime. So yes, it is inevitable that you will be afraid, but that's the goal. It's to overcome that fear and learn something from it, despite the potential failure that comes with that risk. I do understand that I am still young and I have plenty of time to make certain mistakes with enough time to bounce back up. Yet I do encourage everyone, no matter their journey in life, to take at least one uncomfortable step towards the goals that they want. Because even if you fail, there is a sea of lifelong lessons that awaits you. My name is Moses. Thank you for watching this video, and please do not forget to like and subscribe and hit that bell button so that you may be notified of my future content. I'll see you in the next one. Was understanding for me some of those, but sometimes that fear comes at a cost, but sometimes that fear keeps us from. Yet I do encourage everyone, no matter their yet I do encourage everyone no matter their Yet I do encourage everyone, no matter their stages in life. I do encourage everyone, no matter their stages in life, to take at least one uncomfortable leap, chance, risk into the future, into their goals, towards their goals, because there's a sea of lifelong lessons that awaits you. My name is Moses. Thank you for clicking. My name is Moses. Thank you for liking.